figure. Thank you very much. All right, 6:45. So just making sure everything's good. Sound is good. I have no guests on yet, so oh, here comes Anna. Right, good.
Your repurposed freighter drifts through space. As you stare out at the star-flecked void, another ship comes in. Wait, is this sci-fi? I thought we agreed on a World War II campaign. Oh, did we?
Right, try now.
That's cool. I can pivot.
Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me?
The smell of smoke curdles in your nostrils.
Hold
up. I thought we were prepping for a zombie apocalypse campaign.
Multiple times I've talked to.
All right, here's what we're doing. It's the year 3700. Humanity's elite fled to other planets long ago, taking with them all forms of advanced technology. Earth survivors scrape by with historic tools as weird phenomena plague abandoned nuclear sites. Witnesses report seeing glowing lights and the dead rising from their graves. And amidst the chaos, 3 strangers will meet in a dim bar. A veteran zombie slayer, a disgraced general out for revenge, and a space mercenary sent to investigate the power plants. Now describe your characters. How did you do that? I have the right tools for the job.
Be cool.
How's your weekend been?
It's been good. Yeah.
This is the last day of the holiday vacation.
Yeah.
Over all that time, so.
Yeah. Now it's back to prep for Paige.
Yeah, and we got a meeting tomorrow night.
A story once spoken is ageless. The dungeon imagined
Chuck will not be
without
on.
end. The
When
curious
you only think
are
it
the
can
ones
get worse
most
with, he had
courageous.
2 deaths in the
The
family
tree
over the
that
weekend.
endures.
Not one.
Oh.
stand.
Oh, that's terrible.
From stillness, the mad mage is stirring.
So,
From countless
Sorry
voices,
to
the
hear.
castle takes shape.
But he will be at Paige.
Zagreb will
Well, we'll
test
see.
the enduring.
Yeah.
Those unlucky
I imagine.
will never escape.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Good on time, which is great. Hey, John, long shot. Oh, what's up?
There we go.
We still need a topic for Wednesday.
Well, that's true. We have one this Wednesday. It's next Wednesday. We don't have one after that.
What,
But then we will be in your basement, hopefully. That's what I
right,
meant.
right. We need one for this Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, next Wednesday will be. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Let me get the giveaways going tonight. Two $25 gift certificates for Troll Lord. So
POV, I had 30 minutes before my
Here.
campaign group showed up, and I was totally unprepared.
Let's see.
I grabbed my Ready Set Encounter box, and boom, everything I needed for an epic session. Adventure hooks, map tiles, loot tables, stat blocks, and miniatures, all ready to go. My players still think I spent hours planning our Great Dragon encounter. If you're a busy dungeon master, get Ready Set Encounter live now on Kickstarter. POV, I had 30 minutes before my campaign group showed up, and I was totally unprepared. I grabbed my Ready Set Encounter box, and boom, everything I needed for an epic session. Adventure hooks, map tiles, loot tables, stat blocks, and miniatures, all ready to go. My players still think I spent hours planning our Great Dragon encounter. If you're a busy dungeon master, get Ready Set Encounter live now on Kickstarter.
Right. Wingle the Wizard just followed along with Grognard Rich a little while ago. That's great, thank you.
Yeah, cool mix, so to speak. Yep.
Look at that, the 46 is spinning, Anna.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It does that most of the time, but sometimes it doesn't for some reason, but it's cool. Yep. Now you have to start prepping for 50.
That's still some time.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You need to start prepping so you can go to some awesome resort somewhere and game for a week or something. Stream
I was going to make a joke and I stopped myself. Should I make that joke, Anna?
I don't know. That's up to you.
I'm going to go to Robert Wardall's house. How's that? I'm just kidding, everyone. That's
He might like it. He might like it.
Joke.
Yep. You two might get along just fine, playing with miniatures and having fun.
That's the joke.
That might be perfect, you. Then you can say that you're the two of the most ever. You have more DM experience in that room than anywhere. You can make that a record too.
Alright. We do have still 2 guests with Chuck not coming. Well, 3, because Tim's going to hop on, because Tim is DMing here. I know Tim's playing your game too, right?
Yeah.
There you Well, thanks. I've been streaming over 8 years, so waiting on Rod, waiting on our other guests. It is early, so Chuck and Chuck Dale, but Chuck's not coming now. Something happened last night. He's had a extremely rough weekend. Yeah, unfortunately. But we got good $25 gift certificates from him out of it, so hate to say that, but we're going to turn that a negative into a positive. But yeah, it is. I mean, he's just got such bad luck. It's a shame. So, all right. Ron. How do I get it on and before we go to the live stream?
Hello.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly. Yeah,
Yeah, great.
yeah, good to see you.
Now, I'm not in my normal spot. I'm not feeling well, so I didn't
Oh,
go out to
no.
I didn't go out to my office.
That's
Uh-oh.
okay.
But you
Yeah.
have a cool beanie, so that hopefully that helps. Yeah.
I don't know if it's cool, but it's keeping my head warm, so that's the important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I got an iPad near me. Whatever happens. Let's go. All right, we got a couple minutes here. Let's hit it up. So look at this live. All right, only 2 weeks to go. Welcome everyone. First Gabbin of 2026.
Yep.
So welcome. Second stream of 2026. We had a great game yesterday. I almost TPK'd the party. It was rough. Thanks, old. Thank you very much. So I got Ron Meischker with me. I always say that, dude. It's my South Jersey accent. I can't get any names right. So
Listen. I'm in my high school's athletic hall of fame, and they don't have my name spelled right on the plaque, so it's okay.
What high school?
Oakcrest.
Oh, okay. You're a shore guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. That's awesome. Isn't Oakcrest? What's the one near Storybook Land?
Egg Harbor Township.
That's Egg Harbor Township. Okay, get it all confused. Oakcrest, very cool, man. Adam Meyer as well. We'll have Troy Alleman coming on shortly, and because Chuck, and remember you were on 6 months ago, and Chuck had to bail on that one too. This one though, everyone please note, he had 2 deaths in the family over this weekend. Not 1, 2. So
Yep.
I feel bad for Chuck. He's got a lot of family stuff going on.
He had two deaths in the family
This weekend, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's rough.
that's rough, man.
It's rough.
Yep.
It's
Mhm.
rough. But we got
Normally I make light of, we're 10 days from the convention, and normally I would make light of everybody should check on their uncles, because everybody uses a dead uncle as an excuse why they
Yep.
couldn't make it to a convention at the last minute.
Yeah.
It's like, dead uncles are coming, but we'll give Chuck a pass.
Yep.
Yeah, this time we're gonna have to, because for this case, it's definitely unfortunately something out of his control there. But with that, we're gonna have a fun discussion tonight. 2 $25 gift certificates from Troller Games, that is up, and that is that's going. So exclamation point drawing, get in that at the end. We'll talk a lot of fun things going on with Ron, and a lot of we're gonna be there. We're gonna have some fun in a couple weekends. Yeah. Tim Cats passed too a couple days ago. Yep. Yeah, that was earlier in the week. It's just been a rough one. Been definitely I saw Josh playing board games with Wampler and all the other guys like they normally do out there on Saturday. So that's still going on, just without Tim, unfortunately, out there. I guess somewhere in Lake Geneva they do that. But yeah. So.
At Culver's, right?
Yeah. I think that's it. Yep. So welcome, Ron, back. Flip over here. If you don't know what we're talking about, this is what we're talking about. We'll talk about some future things too tonight. So January 15th to the 18th. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and an extended Thursday this year.
Yeah.
So, Ron, why don't you introduce yourself and tell everyone how this all came about, because this is year 3.
Yeah.
Well, this is year 3 for the Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo, or PAGE for short, or PAGE 3 if you like. It's our 3rd year. We run at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center in Oaks, Pennsylvania, in suburban Philadelphia. And we're a heavy RPG convention with a smattering of board games and miniature gaming. And, it's all for a good cause. We run something called the Gamer Assistance Program. And we have doled out over $20,000 to gamers and game designers and artists in need over the past couple of years from the money we've been able to raise through our charity auction.
Very cool.
Awesome. Yep.
What is that, Saturday night?
Saturday night at 7 o'clock. You don't have to be at the convention to bid. You can grab a virtual badge on our website at phillygamingexpo.com, and then you'll get notifications of how you can bid in the super secret Discord bidding space that we've created so online bidders can participate.
Cool.
Cool.
That's awesome. That's good. So challenges from year 1 to year 3.
Where do I start? We have a lot of growing pains.
Yeah.
I mean, we are currently at 2,125 pre-registrations for a third year convention, which is pretty unheard of.
Mhm.
And it's been challenges for me as a convention runner. Could you cut that TV off? Yeah. Sorry, we're watching. I got the Eagles game on, but I realize it's creating flashes in the.
Oh, okay. I didn't even
Yeah,
notice
yeah,
it, man. It's all
yeah.
good.
So, but the
Sorry.
yeah, I mean, we're probably going to end up with 2,600 people when it's all said and done, and we're going to have to, just like we've done the first 2 years. We're going to have to take a long look at what worked this year and maybe what needs to be adjusted, because we're growing at a great rate, and hopefully everybody has a good time. But if there are things that we're falling short on this year, we're going to be right on top of that, tackling that to make sure that we're good to go in the future.
Yeah, we definitely had a good time last year. So that was
Yeah,
awesome. Yep.
yeah. Last year we ended up with 1,829 people.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going in with
More.
a minimum of 600 more people than we had pre-registered last year.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna have walk-ups and stuff.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of walk-ups. I mean, especially if there's no snow in the forecast. I mean, year 1 we had 140 walk-ups just on Sunday.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
but
Huh.
I'm hoping there will be fewer walk-ups, because I think people have gotten into the regiment of, I need to pre-register if I want to get into the stuff I want to play.
True,
Mhm.
true.
So
Okay. That makes total sense. What about just the scope and size? I mean, I guess we're lucky because you're expanding over there at Oaks, correct? You're almost like doubling the floor space.
we're more than doubling.
Wow.
Oh, good.
The first 2 years, we had a grand total of 12,000, or I'm sorry, 32,500 square feet at the convention center and another 4,000 at our hotel. This year we opened up another 82,000 square feet in addition to the
Holy jeez.
32,500. So whereas last year it looked really crowded, this year it's not going to look that crowded, because there's cavernous spaces over on the gaming side.
Good.
We do have a lot of pipe and drape set up to make individual gaming areas, and there's going to be more space between tables in certain areas, because we have the room. And additionally, we have more vendors this year. In fact, our
Yeah.
entire convention footprint from last year, plus a little bit more, is completely full of vendors for this year.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, that's amazing. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So we try to curate our vendors. I mean, we could go on and have people in there selling Pokemon cards and a bunch of like fidget stuff, but we really look to get people who do some handcrafted things as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we try not to have vendors killing each other. Like, how many soap, D&D themed soap and candle dealers do you need?
Yeah.
We want to make sure the ones that are there are making money. You can only have so many local game stores in there, because they'll all be killing each other, beating each other over the head. So we have more publishers and manufacturers this year,
Right.
I'm happy to say.
Mhm.
And we'll have, for 2027, a lot of the additional space we added this year, which we're calling spillover space, because there was very high demand for vendors to get into the show. is actually going to be earmarked for uh, independent publishers,
Okay.
like small independent publishers
Oh, nice.
who want to come to the convention. We'll be releasing that space at super duper affordable pricing for them, because we want that to be another special element of the show where these folks can come and promote themselves and get known, on the scene to gamers. And we think it adds a great element to the show, and it keeps the curated uh, intent of what we're trying to do with the vendor space open.
Cool. Well, that's good. We're excited. We're gonna have a GREYHAWK area. We're gonna have some DMs in there, right? Playing, having fun,
Absolutely.
having
Yeah.
fun, having a large table space for terrain. It'll be awesome. Yeah, really looking forward to it. So, Moxel question: what was the hardest thing about starting a con? That's a great question.
Yeah, good one.
Well,
Um, it's tough starting a convention, but this whole thing came about. I run a let me hop off of Facebook because I'm getting blown up on Facebook. Hold on.
don't you just love that? Facebook Messenger or standard Facebook?
Facebook Messenger. People are just pounding me with uh
Uh-oh.
with messages all of a sudden. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure
I guess the other part of
I'm sure somebody was messaging me to tell me their uncle died. So,
oh,
I hate to make light of that, but
Mhm.
it's just a fact. Like,
Yeah, I know. People are gonna.
people sometimes
Stuff's not gonna happen.
their excitement outweighs the realism of them actually
Traveling.
being able to travel. And as you two both know, we get a lot of travelers at Page. It's not
Yep.
it's not a Philadelphia regional convention. People come from all over the country. Every state is represented this year, and
Wow.
we're still trying to capture more of the Philadelphia marketplace. And it's interesting because we have another great large convention in Philadelphia, in PAX Unplugged, but just trying to deprogram people into thinking, well, I just need to show up. And then whatever games I get into, I get into. I don't really have a lot of control over that. We like to offer people the option of, hey, these are exactly what you can get into. You
Right,
can
right, right.
pre-register for it, and you have it. And that's a tough aspect when you decide you're going to go that road, and you're going to say, well, as a convention organizer, um, when a gamer wants to come to our convention, if you want to call them a gamer, you want to call them a customer, whatever you want to call them, I, it's just my feeling they should know what they're able to do and play without having to worry about, like getting into a cattle line and
Right.
maybe you get in, maybe you don't, or, you know, having to refresh an app 50 times to see if you can get that that game. You get to do that throughout the course of the year with us. And, even if you miss something on the first round, there's more games that come in and backfill second round, third round, fourth round of when people can pre-register for events. So, that's a little difficult communicating that, trying to get people together who are like-minded. And let's face it, we're gamers. Everybody's a big personality. Everybody has their own ideas,
True, true.
and sometimes you have to slow people down a little bit. That what they think is a good idea might have my head spinning. Like I don't know how we'd pay for that, or I don't think the convention center would allow that, or whatever it is. Just reining everybody in and get everybody like on the same page, marching in one direction and towards a shared vision. And for Paige, that vision really started out as, during COVID, paying attention to watching people online, sitting at home. They're already in high anxiety and they are killing each other over anything they disagree about, especially in gaming.
Oh my God, yeah.
Old school gamers, they're gatekeepers. They want to keep us out. And, new school gamers, they're woke and they're bad people and we don't need them in the hobby and orcs are evil and they must be evil. Forget all that stuff. We all have fun at the game table.
Yeah.
You can get past all those slight differing opinions and still have a wonderful time at the game table rolling dice. That's where all gamers are aligned. So let's focus on that. And that's what we do at Page. It's not an old school convention like there are other conventions out there that focus on being old school rules, or newer games that focus on the old school rules. No, we have, you know, first number one game being played at Page, 5th edition D&D.
Okay. Not Shadow
Number
Dark.
Number two is Shadow Dark.
Yeah, so I figured.
Number three is 1st edition D&D. So it's a great mix. Just about every game system is covered in one way or another. And we try to encourage people, sit down, have a good time, and
Yeah,
focus on the gaming. Don't focus on the differences.
100%. Great points.
Yeah.
So this year expanded on Thursdays. Last year,
Yeah.
So how is Thursday going to go? Like the hall opens at 10, and then is there the VIP thing in a certain time, or is there not one? We're all like, yeah.
Well, yes, the VIP thing is at a certain time, which it's at 5:30, and that's for special guests and staff and volunteers only. But yeah, that's the way we're going to try it this year. And like I said, we're trying some new things, and if we think that doesn't really, if it doesn't go the way it has gone in the past, we might rethink when we start the day for next year. But we have to let things flow, let them see how it works, get feedback, especially from people like you, Jay, and Anna, who go to a lot of conventions. And when you run a convention and when people see you at a convention, they all want to give you a hug. They all want to tell you how great it is and how much fun they're having and everything else. And I'm the first one to go, yeah, well, tell me what wasn't good.
Right.
Tell me what could have been better. If you were king of Page for a day, what would you do different next year? That's the most important feedback we get.
Yep.
And I know our volunteers don't like this, but I call them in the following weekend for an in-person meeting, the best we can do it, because our volunteers do come from everywhere, but the ones that are within the region can get there. And we do a detailed post-mortem.
Okay, that's a great
of
idea.
what happened at the convention. And, if there are things we can fix, then we'll try to fix them. If they're not things we can fix, then, we'll look for suggestions, and hopefully somebody's going to step forward and say, hey, I want to, I'll take that on.
Yep.
Wayfinding is not good, wasn't good enough. Okay, I'll come up with some ideas for wayfinding next year. How can we use televisions and casting things that are related to tabletop events, our CRM? How can we use them to help people get where they have to go? How did registration go? Was it too slow? Was it a pain in the neck?
Right.
Things like that.
Okay. That's cool. Makes sense. And adding on that Thursday, gives more opportunity for game scheduling, which is good. So get in on that Thursday morning there, and have fun. Just like most of the cons, Thursday usually kicks them off. But, all right,
that's what we're hoping.
So I will have a half hour over at the event on Thursday night, because I'm DMing at 7. So back, and I just looked at this event earlier in the week. I had 3 open seats, and they are all gone.
Children, people are buying a lot of individual event tickets now. They're realizing like, hey, I have to get on it, or I'm going to get closed out of the things I want to get involved in.
Hall A, GREYHAWK community area. Boom. There you go. Thank you so very much, Ron. That's really cool. And so, Roberts and Phantom NJ. Cool. So yep, I have no open seats. I don't think Tim does either. Anna, do you have open seats on anything?
I'm just checking that at the moment. I had two
Nope,
before,
that's
I
back.
think.
Greed is good. I got back. I got people on the wait list, and love is in the air.
Yeah, I have two. Yep. For my game, I
Yep.
have two. Yep.
You have two still.
Yep. But I expect them to be filled before we run the
Here
game.
comes.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. Very cool.
Yeah, the reason I have is that a bunch of my favorite players, they were busy with another event at the same time. So it was a collision of events. Otherwise, I will be overbooked.
Yeah, I can tell you that we're bringing on a staffer who I think you probably, I think all th three of the people now on here, and hi, Troy. Um, no, Matt Elias is going to be joining our staff,
Okay.
and
Okay. Yeah.
Matt is going to be focusing on the spread of games throughout the schedule.
Okay.
So, when you first start a convention, you're just glad you're getting any events, right? Now we need to look at it like, do we need 6 Shadow Dark events running during the same time slot? Probably not. So, it's going to be somebody who's just going to be doing quality control of the schedule moving forward, starting at page 4.
And with that, Troy Alleman, Cannibal Publishing, everyone knows him as Cannibal on Discord and on Twitch. Welcome, Troy.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
The holiday is over, and I get that weird feeling like I'm going back to school tomorrow. Like after the summer, like, oh my God, no, that's gonna be rough. But yeah, something fun within a week and a half coming up. So Troy, please introduce yourself and tell everyone what you're up to. What you got going, brewing? You got a lot going on.
Hello, everybody. I'm Troy Alleman, Cannibal Publishing. Most people in this community know me. Getting ready for Page. Busier than a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest. I have Cannibal Publishing has its own area. Thank you, Ron. Where William Dvorak, Lee Shadle, and myself will be running 52 hours of Shadow Dark content.
That's awesome. I'm glad to see Lee's coming too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna have Joey Dosel's coming, one of my artists, and my map cartographer guy is coming down Saturday. So we're gonna get a group photo because that'll be like a large portion of us. I couldn't get Paul from Australia to come. Or Big Mac from Great Britain.
Oh, that would have been so awesome if you could come. Yeah, if they could come. Yeah.
We'll work it out. So we're going to be running that content. I'll be running Shadow Dark Depths, which is a project that I want to kickstart here first quarter of 2026. Regular Shadow Dark content and games, and Will also be showing off Shadow Punk, and he'll have a quick start rules there for that. And
very cool.
One of those games he'll be running, it's called Firefight, and I think there's one spot left in it. But all of our games are full. There's a couple seats open for some of the time slots that are very competitive. But it'll look good. We have books and prints for sale also in our area that will be running. And one of the tables will be set up with the prototype for proof of concept for everybody for Shadow Dark Depths. So I'll have a 332-page core book there, a prototype that isn't complete, but it has like I said, 332 pages currently with new monsters, like 100 new monsters, over 200 spells, 7 new classes, 6 species, and much more. I'll have maps, underwater topography maps there, a poster map on full display, pre-gen cards, DM screens, all for the prototype just to promote that. And then some of the future products coming from Cannibal Publishing. Since this is GREYHAWK, Also, we got 2 GREYHAWK products coming out. The Telchuria Gazetteer that me and Artharn have been working on for a while now.
Wow.
And the Return of the Dragon Queen,
Yeah,
which
some
in
of
the new Dungeon Master's Guide, they said that Tiamat was one of the 3 pillars of evil. So I've been working on, and a couple other people, writing a scenario that's for GREYHAWK on how Tiamat gets freed from the first plane or first layer of hell and is released.
Ooh.
So I've been doing a lot of research on that to make sure my process. I don't ever want to upset the apple cart. I want to keep in with the existing lore, but then blend in and add. So I think just the overall outline and synopsis of it, and the research that I've done so far, I think true GREYHAWK fans will really appreciate it, because it's very GREYHAWKian in what happens and how it happens. So
It's awesome, man. Really cool stuff. In a second, I'll go to Troy's website and we'll show you some of the things he has there. Also, and some of the things that are going on to continue, and a lot of the attachments for games, which is very impressive, man. You're really cranking things out. Very cool. So with this, and some of us, Troy, myself, Alex, man, I can't remember. Joe. Joe was there first year, right? Joe Block. Yeah, we're all first years, right? So I think we're all excited to see how it's going to have just blossomed from year one. Year one was intimate, small, cool, a little bit more expanded. Year two, I was like, we're seeing a lot of the same guests that we see at Gary Con there. Some
Yeah, it
legends.
was a proper big convention.
Yeah.
It was like a fully featured convention last year.
I think we're going to see a little bit more of that in year three, which is, really fantastic. So, Ron, how about give us some ideas on some of the events that are different this year that are coming on, or that are going to be happening. Like, there's going to be some pretty neat stuff.
One thing we have going on is we have an interview booth running throughout the convention with several, online interviewers coming in, and they're going to be hosting different folks. I know both you and Anna and Troy, all 3 of you are on the list that they're supposed to be reaching out and seeing when they can schedule you in for an interview. But we've got Jeff McAleer from the Gaming Gang.
Awesome. He's great. Yeah.
We've got Bill Sylvie, the Dungeon Delver, Jen Cash, the Blind Bard, and we also have Wes Allen from DM Tales, who's kind of pulled that whole thing together.
Okay.
Cool. He's kind of the leader of getting everything up and running. So, those 15-minute interviews will be streamed out from the convention, and then once we get them back into the lab, we'll use them for future, marketing purposes or whatever else, and of course share them with the interviewees. So that's one thing that's different. Another thing that's different this year is that we have a weekend-long Shadow Dark event called Down the Dark Stairway. It's got a variety of different game masters, including Kelsey Dion, who's the creator of Shadow Dark. You're going to have Professor Dungeon Master is going to be there running part of it. Baron DeRop, Mike Shea, Justin Alexander. Awesome. So a lot of folks that people see online running Shadow Dark events are going to be involved in that. And that's being headed up by a South Jersey guy named Anthony Simeone. And it's basically a giant dungeon over multiple tables. and it runs in 1 hour time slots, and you can stay and you can continue to push your luck in the dungeon, or you can make your way out. And you can, if your character survives, you can come back in and you can play again, later on in the convention when you have time. And we're even going to allow people to carry their characters over to next year, or we're going to have a much scaled down version at a new event we're running in May, called Concoction. We're going to have something there. So it'll be, I don't want to call it an organized play event because it's not that sophisticated and it's not going to go to 20 different conventions, but it's something that people can jump into. People can plan with their friends, like, hey, let's plan on meeting and playing 3 hours of Shadow Dark and see how we do in the dungeon. Uh, when your characters aren't in the dungeon and you're doing other things, they're considered to be parked in the inn. So you can put postings on the board at the inn and say, hey, Guar the dwarf, he's going to go down and he's planning on going down at 4 p.m. And for any brave adventurers who want to join him. And when he gets there, if they already have characters, great. If they don't, they generate their characters quickly right then and there, and then move forward. Then they get to rolling dice.
Okay.
So that's going to be a lot of fun.
That sounds like it. Wow. Really cool. So, huge setup, you said, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to span over 6 total tables, like
So,
double wide tables with.
you know why I'm
with-
asking? It's going to be bigger than what Stefan ever sets up.
Yeah, it's going to be bigger than that.
Because you
Yeah.
know how Stefan goes. He brings cases and stuff. Like, how the hell you get that stuff
Well,
figured out for?
Stefan actually is running games at Page this
Right.
year,
Right.
and based on the boxes that were sent to me, uh,
Oh, he already
yeah,
sent you stuff. Oh my God. Okay.
yeah, everything's already to me to
Oh, that's cool.
bring to because he's going to be running out of his booth.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of the vendors are encouraged to send me the things in advance if they are coming from far away, and then we'll just drop it off to their booth for them.
That's nice.
Yeah, so like, it was all fun and games until Kelsey sent like a 1/4 ton of books to go to her booth.
1/4 ton.
A 1/4 ton, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, everyone's really jumping in on this, full bore. So that's great.
Yeah, no, and I
Yeah.
appreciate all the support we've gotten.
Okay. Is there a tournament, like a D&D tournament?
There's a few things going on. We're recreating a 1 through 4, and originally it was with 3 of the 4 authors, but Zeb Cook had to back out of attending. He's got like a housing issue going on. He's trying to get straightened out.
Oh man.
So now it's down to 2 of 4, and we think Mark Jaranek is gonna fill in from Order of the Owl. If not, then Scott Douglas is next up to fill in for Zeb. But we still have Harold, we still have Alan, and that's going to be a fun event. There's also a Page mini campaign that Ed Stark has written several rounds of, and it's not so much a tournament where people are getting voted through. I think they vote at the end of each round to see who the players thought did the best, but ultimately the final table is from amongst the people who were involved in the other games, and it's a random draw for Sunday.
Okay.
So that should be pretty good. That's sponsored by WizKids, and of course Ed, he's got a plethora of former TSR folks who are helping him with that. Rich Baker's running around, and Bill Slavicek is also running around to that. So should be a good time for those that are involved in that. And there's going to be a lot of terrain and a lot of miniatures for that event as well.
Okay. Pathfinder crew coming, the ones from Maple Shade. I always forget their names.
Yeah, the Order of the Amber Die will be there.
Okay.
And I'm very good friends with Adam Smith and Thea who run Order of the Amber Die. And interestingly, I have an adventure that's uh, being kickstarted right now, and we actually released 100 copies for Page initially as a Page uh, limited edition adventure, which
I ordered one.
yeah, sold out quick. It sold out quick.
Yeah.
So we took it to Kickstarter. It's doing well there, I guess, for
Mhm.
an adventure from a company that's never put out an adventure before. And uh,
Okay.
Order of the Amber Die is actually going to be running that adventure uh, in Pathfinder 2E as part of their event this year. And another aspect of it's being run by Troll Lord Games. They have come up with a Castles and Crusades version of the adventure, and they are running it in Castles and Crusades at Page.
Who's
Uh,
they? Who's the DMs, the
I
GMs?
think I believe it's Chuck in Dakota. But I'm not 100% sure. I know Chuck did the conversion, and Chuck,
Okay.
Chuck loves the adventure. I ran him through it.
Good.
He was at my table at EggCon, and he really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
You know, he was one of the few people who didn't die, so it was all good.
That's a badge of honor, Anna, right?
And I should point out too, and it takes a village
Thanks,
to put
Alex.
something together, but
Kickstarter's linked.
Troy did us a huge solid, and he did the old school 2D blue map
Oh,
that is on
nice.
the inside cover of the module cover.
Okay.
So
Love the blue maps.
yeah, no, it's outstanding. He did an outstanding job, and I,
How about you tell us about that company that's behind Tomb of the Ancient Moor King?
what, Orange Cat Games?
Yes.
1 second here. Let me bring it up. I can do this. You're gonna hear a double sound for like a second here as I bring my Twitch screen up because Alex linked it so I can show the Kickstarter. Bring it up on here and whoop, I can mute that there. Oh,
That
there we go. Okay.
actually Lee Shadle, who will be at Page running games, he's the one that facilitated
Oh,
that map.
there we
Tweaked
go.
it.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
so we're that Orange Cat Games is something that Chet Minton, myself, and Jen Glazer put together,
Oh, okay.
and
So Jen's part of that. That's cool.
she's part of it. Well, somebody's got to know what the hell they're doing, right?
Notice you didn't say the other half of that marriage. You said Jen.
Yeah, Jen. Yeah, not Listen, I now know who the brains of that operation is. So,
Yeah.
but Jen's been outstanding in putting together the Kickstarter and keeping us on
Good.
point. And we never dreamed we would be talking about stretch goals, but we ended up installing 3 stretch goals.
Beautiful.
If it hit $12,000, a Castles and Crusades version of the adventure would be released as a PDF, which people could then take the drive through and do their own print
Sure.
copies. At 15,000, Pathfinder 2E, and then at 20,000, there will be a Shadow Dark version of the adventure.
Okay. Well, you may get there, man, especially if it's promoted a lot over this con at the con.
Well, yeah. We were, yeah. There you go. You want to buy? You see what happens if you don't buy. 50 cents can feed Chet for one day.
Oh my God.
The whole key with it really has been, I can't believe the amount of support we've gotten.
Mm-hmm.
So the more we can do, the better. But we're going to be doing other stuff. I actually own the intellectual property for D6 Hack. I don't know if you've ever come across that game, but
I've heard of it, but I've never come across it.
yeah, it was a James Hargrove
Huh.
one of his games.
Hey, Bar.
So we actually have Levi Combs going through the game, and Levi is kind of rewriting to make it more playable. I mean, not that it wasn't playable; it's a rules light system, but he's giving it a good look over, and that'll be the next thing we come out with. We'll produce that, and then quarterly a zine will come out with some more details about the game, whether that's a new class or monsters or whatever it's going to be. Like that'll be one of our next projects. We will have a Shadow Dark adventure coming out that is completely written, and all the art, all the cartography, everything is Chet Minton.
Yeah.
He
Nice
was
guy.
he was going to do it on his own, and then I said, well, why don't you just do it through the company? I mean, make it one of the aspects of what we're putting out there. That's coming up, and we all know Levi Combs, and we know what a wonderful person he is, and what a creative designer he is. But he had some medical setbacks a couple years ago, and so we've kind of taken him, and we're going to start producing some of his backlog for him. That maybe he hasn't been able to get out under Planet X, because he just has mounds and mounds of material he wants to get out there, and we think the world of him, and we're working with him as well. So there'll be quite a bit of stuff coming out this year, and it'll all go to Kickstarter. It'll all be direct to consumer.
Yeah. Cool.
We're not looking to put stuff in game stores, and hopefully by this time next year we'll be having the same conversation, and the sequel adventure to Tomb of the Ancient War King will be
Perfect.
what we're talking about.
Dollar amount just went up, so there you go.
Did it really? What's it
Yeah.
up to? My eyesight's
Golf
bad.
344.
Oh, well, there we go. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, honestly, I thought when we sold 100 copies to convention goers, I thought, maybe the Kickstarter was going to suffer, but this has far exceeded my
Fantastic.
expectations, and
Thanks, Lemus.
I really think the support's unbelievable, and I really appreciate it. I know Chet and Jen do as well.
Gotta watch myself with that.
Little interesting thing about Orange Cat Games. When we were trying to decide what to call it, Chet loves cats, and I like cats. I have cats. I'm not.
Oop. Oh no, the ever mysterious Tim has popped on.
Oh, there he is.
So,
hello.
Dressed to kill. Yeah. So yes, welcome Tim, who's DMing here at Page. So
yes,
there you go. All right, so yeah, nice shirt. and so cats, Chet's idea for the cat.
Well, I thought, because Chet posts pictures of his cats all the time, and my wife and I have 2 orange cats. When we were talking about it, I said, let's call it Orange Cat Games, because I thought Chet had an orange cat, and he's like, that's great. I got a great idea, because I had sent him a little piece of artwork with a cat and a wizard hat, and said, yeah, something like this, right?
Right.
And he's like, oh, no, I'm going to make it a lot better. I said, okay. He's like, I think it's a wonderful name. So I'm doing the bios for me and Chet. I'm like, yeah, Ron lives at home with his dog Sook and his 2 orange cats, blah, blah, blah. So I go to Chet, I go, okay, what's your orange cat's name? He goes, well, I don't have an orange cat. And I go, well, why are we calling? I thought that was the commonality here. We could call 2 fat old white guys. That's commonality. But yeah, so
that's been done.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Wow, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, wish you all the best on that. That's great to hear. I mean, we always need independent publishers, right? Gotta have them.
Well, you know, as long as I'm having fun with it.
Right. It's not tedious.
If I'm not having fun with
Right,
it, then you know, we'll you know, that'll go on the back burner.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Well, all right. So we don't know how long we'll have Mr. Crazy Tim here. So Tim, what's your game under? What is your game under? Is it under Tim Sheets?
No, it's under the ever mysterious Tim.
Are you serious that I can actually put that freaking name in?
Yeah,
into,
that's how.
wow. All
What
right,
I saw. Yeah.
All right, so I gotta go home, and then we'll get. Shit. How am I
You
gonna
go
do
to
this?
first ADD Saturday.
All right.
It's
Event
a short
schedule.
list.
I should just the ever
Just go to Saturday, first
the
ADD
War of
first edition.
Is this it? The War of Walltown?
No.
No, Jesus.
Who needs a hero?
Oh my God. Who needs? There it is. The reverse dungeon. Holy jeez, dude. Who needs to hear the reverse dungeon? Can you
Oh
save
man,
your
my
backwards?
camera just popped.
Well, that's always you always have those issues. Can you save your backward goblin tribe from the assaults of psychotic adventures? I don't think so. I didn't think so. It's your turn for the reverse dungeon.
That's
I-
correct.
All right. Oh, Will's in the game. There you go.
Yep. Yep.
Will got in. Bill and his son, David Perlman, Chris Kazmarzik, and William Henry Dvorak. Fantastic. 1:00 on Saturday. Cool. More
Should be
reverse
good.
dungeon fun. Awesome, man.
Yes, and I will bring the teeth.
Tim,
Great. That's just wonderful.
Tim,
When-
Tim, I have a quick question. Are you in the van that you live in down by the riverside?
No,
what is that?
no,
What is
no.
that space you're in?
I have a wall set up.
Let me-
Sometimes I throw the camo net if it's modern, and sometimes I keep the swords out. So you can see
There's-
both since my
I
camera control.
I got you. I got
They're
you.
all
There's
real
a little bit.
weapons. Trust me, I won't touch them because you know me. I'll cut myself or do something. I will not. If I'm in that house, I won't touch them. Mm-mm.
No
Nope.
comment.
No, not at all. But they're all real. So, yeah. And then Tim, you're playing an Anna's game, right?
Yes, I am.
Yep.
Anna,
Mhm.
what time's your game?
My time is on Friday at 1 p.m.
What's the
Yeah.
name of it? Just easier for me to do it that
Hawk,
way.
Shield Lance, Hawktails.
Shield
FRP.
Lands.
Yeah,
All
mhm.
right. Let me do that real quick and show everyone that. We'll ask Troy some more questions.
There
here.
we go.
You got 2 seats available.
Mhm.
We got to get Jeff in the game. I didn't see Grim Sparkle on, but we got to get Jeff more in that game. I'll reach
Yeah.
out to him from Facebook Messenger. I know he's coming now.
Mhm.
I wanted to get him in Tim's game, but there's just no way. I'll see if I can get him in your game.
Yeah,
So you
Yeah.
got two tickets available. All right, there you go. So you're continuing. It's a campaign game, right? Campaign set.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is continue. We will actually pick up where the same characters left off last year.
Oh wow, great.
Tim,
Yep.
Tim, where's your son?
That's Arnold Winsky.
You made up a
Ooh.
weird name for him.
That's the name of his half ogre character.
So, so he's registered as Arnold Winsky in frickin' tabletop events. Okay. All right. And Michael and his son. Good job,
Mhm.
Michael. All right.
Yeah,
All right. There you
and
go.
I'm the ever mysterious Tim.
Yeah. Well, sometimes.
Oh, mysterious. There you go.
Mhm.
Ah, shit. Wrong button. Sorry. Frick. My God. Hey, Bill. All right. And Bill's in Nana's game. Bill and his son's in Nana's game. Sorry about that. You guys are going to hit me up on that. All right. Highlights. Troy, what are you most looking forward to this year? Like in your area, what's being run? What do you?
I mean, I'm definitely well out of my comfort zone with preparing for this Kickstarter. Generally,
Here, let me see. I have this.
a subject matter expert in my fields, and this is definitely me going out on the end of a very thin limb. So, I'm very anxious about it.
Right.
I'm ready to see how it will be received at Page, but I'm glad that Ron is providing that area for us, and I will do everything that I can because I get shit done, as you all know. So,
Mhm.
you know, keep the pedal to the metal and promote it and take in what people have to say, any comments or any advice. I'll definitely be seeking out a few people at Page that I've talked to in past years for advice that I've followed. You know, Mike Shea, Baron DeRop, that whole gang. And it's worked so far with growing Cannibal Publishing. So
Beautiful.
that would be my biggest thing. And then we have something special that will be presented at Page as well. But you have to attend to find out what it is.
Well, one thing I'll tell you, Troy, is that anybody who comes into contact with you throughout the gaming industry sees what a big heart you have and all the things you want to do to help, other gamers around you, like everything you've always tried to do with Page and everything like that. So, that kind of goodness ends up being repaid when you go to a Kickstarter and you're looking for support at a Kickstarter. So I'm sure you're going to find a lot of love for your Kickstarter when it launches.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Here's Troy's release
Is
schedule
it?
for this year.
Is it me? I'm just kind of realizing, like, the ever mysterious Tim. Has anybody ever seen the ever mysterious Tim and the artist that was formerly known as Zach Glazer, now known as Robert Glazer? Has anybody ever seen them in the same place at the same time?
Yeah, last year at Page,
Is there a
yeah.
picture of them in the same place at the
tr-
same time?
Yeah, trust me, they are not the same person. I would.
Are we
Yeah.
sure? Are we sure?
Yes. For
Okay.
the kid in 1980 that asked if you could attack twice with a dagger, because a wizard could attack twice in one round with a dagger because of how fast the speed factor was, and I think that was a good idea. Is the first thing he ever said to me. Trust me, that didn't come from Zach Glazer's mouth. That came from the ever mysterious Tim's mouth, right, Tim?
That's right.
First thing he ever said to me. Not hide that. So, yes.
Well, we know you're a gamer. Come on.
So that was the fun. Yeah, but they may look alike, but yeah, definitely different.
I don't know if he's got the.
There's
I don't
Grip
know if
Sparkle.
I don't know if his jaw is as good as mine.
Yeah. Jeff, Anna has Anna, what time's your game again? 4
It's 1 p.m. on Friday.
1 p.m. on Friday, Jeff. I don't know if you're going Friday or not, but Anna's got 2 seats open for a game. So
Yep.
but I think you're coming Saturday.
Ron, I think the similarity was the teeth. So I took the teeth out so you can see it's
That's really
I
funny.
think
Okay.
I think it's the eyes and the sloping forehead.
All right, Tim is yes.
Oh no! I drove.
No, it's just
I
camera.
heard his feeling.
Tim is killed. Yes, Tim is
yeah, my
killed a lot of
computer is-
characters in his life.
I have a lot of stuff open. I didn't want to close it all.
All right, so Troy, here's your release schedule for this year. So are you personally going to GaryCon this year?
No,
Okay.
not this year. I got other things
Okay.
that I got to focus on. Again, this Kickstarter, depending upon how it goes, that whole schedule could be right out the window.
Okay.
I mean, and that's why I'm having the setup there as proof of concept, right? Like it's 90% done easily. Everything for that Kickstarter. So already, and that's what I do, like that's all I've been working on. So that'll be obviously the number one priority whenever it launches and wherever it finishes at is to take care of that. So that, I mean, I put those conventions up because those are ones that I've been kind of tracking or whatever to where I want to attend. But, and again, with what you guys said, like with Tim Kask passing, I kicked myself in the ass because I'm like, I've been wanting to go to GaryCon a few years. I missed talking to Jim Ward because I wanted to talk to Jim Ward about Dramage, and I wanted to talk to Tim Kask about Qualish.
Yeah.
right? Because I made that adventure Arma Qualish and whatnot, and I really wanted to talk to him about that, and because I've been too busy, I'm like, well, I'll get to it, and again, another icon in the TTRPG world passed away, and I missed that opportunity. So I'm not happy about those events and me not making the time to do that.
And Troy, you and I had that discussion a little while back that like 2025 put my brain in perspective. I got 3 major surgeries in the last calendar year. I've and cancer. I've had enough, so it's just like got to do it now because you don't know if you're going to be around tomorrow. You know what I mean? Ed said that to me many times. Got to do it now. So things are moving.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff going on. But let's can we jump? So Tim, how long do we have you?
Probably about 15 minutes.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So here, Anna, any questions? You haven't asked anything yet.
Well, I was just saying, Ron, you talked about before that you make everything better, and there was only one little complaint from last year, and I think you already fixed it. That was that the seminars were kind of, we were yelling at each other in the big room, so to speak. Do we have separate special rooms for seminars this year, or?
Yeah, you're broken out into 3 different rooms,
Awesome.
and
Yeah.
they're the only things happening in those rooms: seminars, panels,
Perfect.
and
Yeah.
and some of the rooms are smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the seminars are smaller, so that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Fantastic.
they're going to be
Yep.
they're going to be very intimate.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the largest room, you're still only looking at like I think 4,500 square feet, and that's
Yeah.
where we'll be having the auction this year and things like that. So
Mm-hmm. Great. It's awesome. Yeah, because that was something. And I love both having my seminars, but also attending seminars. That's one of my biggest things when I go to conventions. You get a chance to ask questions and listen to various creators and people who are passionate talking about what they're passionate about. And I just love that. And conventions are a wonderful way of doing it.
yeah, we have a lot of them this year,
Mm-hmm.
and all 3 of those rooms are utilized from morning until
Yeah.
night
Mm-hmm.
every day. So I'm excited about the variety of seminars that we have. I think we've got some great folks that are coming in that are going to be good additions this year. Elisa Teague's going to be there. I think she's wonderful with her seminars. Heather Ashcraft really picked
Mm-hmm.
up a lot of the content creation. Somebody who I think it may not be new to everybody. He may not be new to everybody, but he'll be new to Paige. Navy Montel Thompson, who is a real bundle of energy, and I met him by chance. I was down in Virginia Beach for work, and I stopped in a store and I started talking to this guy, and I saw he was working on editing a YouTube thing he had done. I said, "Well, what are you talking about there?" He goes, "Oh, I'm a content creator for gaming." I said, "Oh, really?" I said, and we got to chatting, and by the end of the conversation, I said, "You have to come to Page after I watched his work." So he's real exciting, and there's a lot of good stuff going on that front as well.
Cool, man.
I'm Jay,
Yeah, man.
I also am going to be in Cannibal Publishing presents Shadowpunk Firefight. That's Saturday morning at 8.
That's
cool.
Will's game. He's running. There'll be quick start rules, 64-page books there.
Are you staying overnight, Tim, on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
He's sharing your room. You didn't know that?
What's going to be with my son and his son? That's a lot.
I always like to surprise.
That's
them.
a lot of body odor, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the foot. So.
Yeah. The teenagers need to shower regularly.
Yeah, my wife will be
twice
dropping
a
my
day.
son off on Friday afternoon, like last year, and then he'll be staying with me till we leave.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got him his ticket. He's gonna have
Tell
fun.
me what fans can expect this year. Speaking of new faces at Page, what can they expect from Darling Creepshow and Little Bones?
Well, I hope that they're gonna do their own thing as far as some really cool content. They've been streaming stuff on Bones's channel that I'm sorry, more Darling's channel. I have no idea what the game system is. But like Eric Mona's playing in this game on Sunday night with Darling and Bones GMing. Usually I raid into it off of here. Man, they're all made up. It's crazy looking, just nuts.
It looks like a
Stuff.
reverse undead dungeon.
Yeah, yeah. So you're going to see some of that because I'm assuming Bones is going to be running one of those. And Darling, is she doing Cyberpunk this year? Is she doing a Cyberpunk game? Something like that. She's doing. They're very talented. But they're still up in the air on when they're coming. Because and I don't know if a lot of you know, I'm going to have some people over Wednesday night at my house here. So we're going to have a small soiree here the night before, but I know a lot of people are not good. Oaks and here is not close, right, Ron? It's not like, oh yeah, just go right down the road and you're 10, 20 minutes away. It's like 50 minutes.
Yeah, it could be an hour. Yeah.
Yeah. Kurt is running the game. All right, Rob. Thank you very much. That's good. Yeah.
Depends on how you drive.
So we're gonna have some people over. We're gonna and once again, Chuck. I'm allowed to bust Chuck's balls, right? In typical Chuck fashion, I'm like, Chuck.
We all are. We all are. Yeah.
Chuck, I know you and Ann are coming, just like you came last year. Who's coming? He goes, either 0 of us or all of us. I'm like, Chuck, what the F, man?
Yeah, plug that into your mathematics.
Jay, none of you for Troll Lord or all of you are coming for Troll Lord? How the hell do I get food? I was like, oh my God, Chuck.
Jay, you know how Steve is. We never know when he's going to show up or not show up. I got to pick him up at the airport. Yeah, this, he might be fixing to show up early, and he's going to want to be fed.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yep.
Just have the Dr. Pepper and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually have Dr. Pepper here if he's going to come. I'm not going to insult him.
You need to have like
a
whole bunch of them.
But the problem is I know Tony and Jeremy are probably coming too. So we're gonna have a stream that night. I am not streaming at all at Page. I'm just going and DMing and playing and enjoying myself. I'm doing less and less of it at GaryCon. I'm gonna have my talk show at GaryCon, that big Wednesday night one. Hopefully it's on the Twitch front page again. And that's it. I just want to enjoy the experience more. We will be. There you go. Awesome, Jeremy.
Yep.
I've come to the realization cons are not meant for me to carry my equipment around, set up while I'm DMing. So just have fun, and that's more the way it's going. Let these other people who are doing all these interviews, let them take care of all that stuff. I'd rather enjoy the games and meet more people, walk around, do stuff with my son. That's what I'm more looking forward to doing here, right, Tim?
I can't stream without my producer running it. So
that's me. So exactly. So absolutely, but it's going to be different, maybe a different story when we all talk about this. And I didn't bring it up. So let me go here, and then Troy, myself, Troy and Ron, please tell me about. Now I got to find it. Tell me about Concoction a little bit.
Sure. So
if I can find it. There we go. I just typed in.
Yep. So Concoction's a small convention that some elements of the Page organization. We're going to put that together for the new Vineland Convention Center in Vineland, New Jersey, May 29th through the 31st. Was not our first choice of dates, but apparently a car show shuts down the main drag in Vineland on the dates we chose, so that's where we settled in for this year. And it's going to be smaller. It's meant to be a regional convention, unlike Page.
Okay.
It's going to be marketed regionally, and we're hoping to build up a strong Delaware Valley based convention. And it's going to be smaller. It's going to be more intimate. There's going to be less special guests, and the special guests that will be there will likely be ones who are going to be driving there. I mean, I know we can talk about some of the special guests. We haven't announced any yet, but Jay, you're one of the special guests. Troy, you're a special guest. Jay's going to be joining our staff.
Look at
Helping
that.
organize this
Yes,
thing.
I will.
Damn, Jay, are you going to be one of
I'm
these?
not a minion. I'm never
Yeah,
going to be
no,
a
no,
minion.
no, Jay, you're a minion.
Not looking.
I'm
We're not.
going-
We're not looking for
Ron,
minions.
you
We're,
succeeded. You
going outside my comfort
succeeded.
zone. I'm going out my
No.
comfort zone.
Yeah.
we're looking to add more brain power to what we're doing, and you don't need minions to do that. You need people who can think and have ideas. So I
Awesome.
suspect there's going to be a heavy GREYHAWK theme to this.
Yes, we will. For what we'll do.
And frankly, I'm looking forward to seeing some of the regional creators there.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you have Joe Block not too far away. Hopefully,
I don't think Joe Block's going to be there. Joe Block,
Yeah,
I
Joe.
think
He's a
yeah,
North Jerseyan.
I don't think he's going to be there, only because another convention that
yeah,
doesn't normally run that weekend backed its date up over a month
Oh, jeez.
and plopped itself
That's
in
the
there.
problem.
So
It always happens. There's a conflict. This is the
Yeah,
week after
okay.
Memorial Day. It's the weekend after
the
Memorial Day.
week after
okay.
Memorial Day. So listen, it's okay. It's okay. This is going to be a convention where I'm going to run events all weekend. I'm not going to be chained to the registration desk and run around putting out fires, because it's going to be smaller, and it's going to be something regional, and frankly, we can test things out too there. Like, we're going to test out self-serve badging for pre-registrants,
Kind of like
which
we do
is
at virtual cons. So just
it's very interesting that you can walk up using tabletop events, scan your badge, and they have a system where you can hit a button and it'll print out a badge on with sticky background. I didn't want to try that at Page because, God forbid, it doesn't work, but I'm willing to try it at something where we might get 300 people and go from there.
You're going to get more than 300 people.
We'll see.
There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind.
We'll see. We'll see. We're not really pushing it yet.
Right.
I didn't want to conflict with what we're doing with Page, but
you'll get more.
what we're going to be talking to folks who are going to be there.
Right.
And we're going to keep the special guest list down. I can tell you the primary guest, if we're looking for the marquee guest for this, no, it's gonna be Professor Dungeon Master. It's gonna be he's already confirmed. Yeah, we don't want to fly people in. It's Vineland. It's not close to the airports. Right. If people want to fly in, great. But I don't envision this being that convention. And let's be honest. You only get so many asks. You only get, like, hey, Anna, will you come out and run events for me? If I start asking Anna every 6 months to come out and run events.
Well, I was going to say, if it's a big GREYHAWK stuff, then I might not be able to stay away, but we'll see. Yeah.
Well, yes, but you don't want to overtax your volunteers and your volunteer GMs.
No,
so that's the goal here.
Absolutely.
Page is kind of taking a national view now,
right?
And
in
we'll
between
continue
I have
to be
Gary
that
Con,
way.
and then I have another con in June, I think July. So it's
you have EggCon, right?
I have a Bergen Man again and stuff in Iowa again. It's a double con now, so this might be a whole week there but it's in the middle of summer. So,
So Ron, what my plan is to get Tim, to get Jeff, to get all my guys who have DM'd, even if and have them all DM at this.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
Even if they're not hardcore, like even Bill could DM, no problem. Alan could DM this. I mean, seriously, and have my core group all DM.
Well, it's also a good place to do that, right, because Tim? the level's not going to be as high. The level of pressure is not going to be as high on on a first-time game master. Whereas if you're a first-time game master and you're running at GaryCon, you know, you don't know who's going to sit down at your table, and that could be intimidating to people. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a lovely person who plays in my home game. Her name's Elise Paxson. What an outstanding person she is. Super nice, super enthusiastic about gaming. Okay, and she wants to run games, but there's a bit of a lack of confidence there about how do I do it in a uh, you know, in a convention setting. So,
Oh, understood,
you know,
man.
like
It's scary.
going to like an EcclesiaCon, or this year like Concoction,
Yeah.
or you know, John Harford, who I think we all know. You know, he ran a little convention early last year.
Right.
Um, you know, where the stakes aren't as high and it's more intimate. You know, those are real confidence boosters for people. And you know, who knows what diamonds in the rough we may find there. And you know, we'll be able to give a lot of encouragement and attention to the people that are coming there, whereas uh, you know, that's not always as possible at Page, you know, like, because
Yeah.
you know, I'm getting dragged in 72 different directions
Oh
when
my
I'm there.
God, man. It's just nuts. You know, sometimes, and you can't, there's only so many things you can concentrate on, especially if you're running it, Ron. And this will, you know,
Yep.
Yeah.
definitely. And this will be fun. And it's just to play, you know, I'll run campaign events there and get some people, you know, people from South Jersey. Look, I've seen the frickin' threads links since the end of Stranger Things. It's insane. It's
Yeah.
absolutely insane how many people
Yeah.
are like, I really want to learn how to play. I want to learn how to play. But
Well,
you know, so it's
yeah.
just, yeah, there's a
We're
lot of people. You just got to know how to
well,
talk to them.
for fans out there,
Yeah, it'd be a
if you're
time.
interested to know what I'm going to be running there, I know one of the things I'm going to be running is a miniatures game, a very rules light miniatures game called Harefoot Jousting. And it's about halflings who ride animals and joust and battle with like pots and pans and rolling pins and things like that. But the animals are non-traditional, like you can ride a goose or you can ride a cat, or you know, so since these animals aren't normal mounts, um
Yeah,
riders don't necessarily have great control over them. So you roll on a chart and there's like these templates with how far you move and where you move, and that, you know, that chart tells you which template to use. So you may want your cat to go forward, but it's going to veer to the right somewhere, and it might strike an obstacle or another, you know, a
that's
teammate or
comical.
whatever it is. And it's really, I read through it, and it's really a fun system. And so I'm looking forward to running that, and it'll be visual, you know,
Could
painted
they ride a
miniatures.
goat?
Of
They can.
course.
All
They can
right.
ride a goat, and there's actually a
Well, I
goblin.
already have mine, Dad. Yeah.
There's actually a goblin version of the same game where goblins are like riding giant cockroaches and giant rats, and you know,
I had to look into this.
Well,
yeah, it's called Harefoot Jousting, and it all comes in one book. If you turn the Jousting book upside down from the back cover, it's the goblin game.
that's awesome.
So it's fun. It looks like it's
Brilliant.
going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to running that, and I'm going to run some badge quests there, which is a DM Dave game where you're Girl Scouts and you're selling cookies, but there's always a mystery to solve, and it's a lot of fun. You can't die, but you can, if you lose enough embarrassment points, you run home crying. So it should be a
That's
great time.
funny.
I know we have some Walking Dead universe stuff that's going to run there, which is a fun game from Free League. Um, you know, there's definitely going to be Justin Sorois's Sickest Witch, and
So
uh,
it's funny, Ron, you brought up jousting because I was going to run an off Virtual GrowdCon Grand Joust of Altamira down there.
mhm.
I'm going to bring out, you know, all the stuff we did with Virtual
Absolutely, let's
GrowdCon,
do it.
16
Let's do
people.
let's do it.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. That's one. That's easy to DM. That's much easier. DM and running games all constantly. So yeah, but that was one of the things. So um, that's awesome. It's gonna be fun. And then I told you, like I believe my company has got the contract for doing all those countertops in that new bar down there,
Yeah.
the new brewery. So I'm
Yeah,
my company's
there's a
down there, gonna be down there
brewery
working. Attached.
attached to the convention
Yes,
center.
that's bad
So if that
news.
doesn't get you to come in, I don't know what will.
That's how you do it.
That's
That's how
right.
you do it.
So yeah, that's like, oh my God, we're doing work down there already. Yeah. So Trey, what are your thoughts on it?
Oh, I'm excited. I already got a booth. I gotta hammer out what games I'm gonna run
Yeah.
and how many. It'll probably be some play test games for some stuff that's coming up
Always
is
good.
what I'm looking at. But if not, then I have a bunch of other stuff that I can do that's original content. So
Nice.
I always like to try to bring something new though,
Right.
to especially to conventions and whatnot, to really showcase and get that feedback from players and other people that are there. So that's my goal.
How far of a walk from hotels to the convention center?
Yeah.
There.
Too far, as far as
But
I'm
it's
concerned.
May, so it's okay. It's much worse at
You
Page
talk.
when it's like in
Are we
January.
talking about Concoction, Jeremy? Or are we talking about at this one? At this one, I take my car everywhere. It's a
Yeah.
it's a mile. It's a mile. And you
It's
gotta go
about
zoom, zoom, zoom,
it's
zoom in
about
and out.
3/4 of a mile, but
Right.
the hotels are close. But it's a $10 Uber ride. Just take the Uber if you're. Otherwise, there's plenty of free parking right there.
Yeah.
Whether it's in the parking
Yeah.
lot in the back or whether there's on-street parking. There's not a lot of business. I mean, there's businesses there on Landis Avenue. It sits right on Landis Avenue, which is the main road through Vineland. And
At that one. Yeah. At that one.
but there's there's no problems parking there.
But
I went to a comic book show there because I was really kind of sneaking around, scoping the place out because they had been trying to recruit me to move Page there. But I knew there was no way we could move Page there because of the size. It's only 40,000 square feet. But I kind of snuck in and I was looking around and, I actually saw some of our vendors for Page at the comic book convention and I met some new people. I bought some things. I had a good time when I was there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the young lady that runs the facility, I used to be her councilman in my old hometown. So she recognized me and she's like, I've been meaning to call you because you need to bring your convention. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I thought I was incognito. I had a hat on and I was like, and but she threw some prices out at me and I said, yeah, it's really affordable. Let's give it a try. And I really look at it as a regional show to help
Cool.
that can help develop more confidence in local gamers to go to some of the bigger shows, and that's that's where I see it being fun. I also see it being fun because I live 7 minutes away, so it's as far as hotels go, I'm not going to be staying in a
Are
hotel.
you
I'm
off
going to be staying at home.
49?
No, I'm on Tuckahoe Road.
Oh, you're on Tuckahoe Road. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you're
So
not
it's
far
right
from the
around
Home
the corner.
Depot. You're not far from that Home
Um,
Depot down there?
no, I'm actually by 5 Points. You know where 5 Points is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I live by 5 Points.
Okay.
Farm country.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just running up and down 55. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there. It's convenient.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
Nice.
plenty, but it'll have it's got in-house catering that's not your typical convention center catering. It's like a
Right.
mom and pop pizza place that's moved in there. They'll have the brewery. There's other food right around the facility. Um, so, if it's kept to what it is, what I envision, then then it should be fine. I think the capacity of the building's only 1,700, and even that would be too much in my opinion. And you know, you can only grow. You know, I look at that convention like it can only grow so much because if it gets big, there's nowhere else to take it.
Right, right.
There, you know, you'd have to go
Yeah.
to Atlantic City, and I'm not
No,
I'm not
no.
getting into that. So
That makes sense. Oh, good. Awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Cool.
I know Anna will want to come if we're doing a whole bunch of GREYHAWK stuff there.
and
Anna
Well,
will
we'll
we'll
see.
come.
and
Yeah.
we'll work something out.
We-
Yeah.
We'll, we'll see.
We'll
Yeah,
work
we'll
something
see.
out.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
mhm.
So
We'll see.
We'll have
Yeah.
we'll have.
And it's the right time of year to travel. It's not snowy and cold and whatever, so it's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely.
I
You
can
can
I
go.
can
You can go
handle
to.
that, but I
You can
don't
go to the
like it.
beach while you're. You can go to the
Yeah.
beach while you're here.
I live in Southern California. We
Come
have
on.
plenty of beaches here if I want to go. And nice
You don't
warm
have
weather too.
America. You don't have America's Playground, Ocean City.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Ocean City is America's playground.
That's what they call it.
Okay. Yeah, we only have a bunch of
No, it's
piers and other
America's
stuff.
favorite family resort.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Ah, there you go.
America's family.
Hey,
Yeah,
darling.
it's
Darling
a dry.
came up.
It's a dry town.
Yeah, it is.
So
There's
You
a
got
lot
to
of-
cross the bridge to today, go to the liquor store to bring it
You
back.
gotta go to Summers Point. Yep, that's it.
where I was a councilman, 24 liquor licenses in a 4 square mile radius. Ocean
That's
City had it.
disturbing, Rob.
Ocean
Ron, that
City
you were-
had it. Yeah, Ocean City had a need, and Summers Point filled that need.
What years were you a councilman?
Forever, it seems like. You know, I was the chairman of the zoning board there for years, and then, yeah, so
I got
Yeah.
stories. I got, I was,
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bow out.
Tim, thanks,
Ron, it's
man.
so good
Yep,
to see
see
you,
ya.
meet you. Troy, good seeing
Mhm.
you.
We're
Yeah.
gonna-
Take care, Tim.
We'll see the ever mysterious coming up there
Yeah.
at Page.
Oh yes,
So-
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, thanks. Have a good one, man.
So Ron, a question about you said the Conviction will have a brewery and stuff. What kind of food or fare can we expect? Because Page will be so much bigger than last year, and last year there was one little food vendor in the back corner of.
yeah, they're
yeah.
well, we have the full blown concession stand this year.
Cool.
Now, whether that's whether there's better food there or not, I don't know.
The food wasn't bad. It was just hard to find behind the
No,
at the
there's
far
a
corner.
there's a
Yeah.
full blown concession stand this time.
Yep. Awesome.
A
Yep.
full blown kitchen, and maybe I can pull it up, but
It's important in a winter convention because people don't want to go take the car and go out in the snowstorm or whatever.
what I can tell you is that I've carved out open gaming, approximately 8 or 9,000 square feet for open gaming,
Mhm.
and that is right in front of the concession stand.
Perfect.
So, it'll be open gaming and open gorging, I believe, is what
Yeah.
we'll call that there.
That's good.
But
Yeah.
I know there will be cheesesteaks, there will be sandwiches,
Mhm.
there will be sausage, there
Yeah.
will be hot dogs. I told them they had to have vegetarian fare, soft drinks, water. Now, again, I'll just say this out loud. We check everything at the door, but we're not looking for food.
Mhm.
Sergeant Schultz is working the door for us. He sees nothing. So, if they want to argue with me about it, they can argue with
Yeah.
me about it. But, I don't expect people to pay $3 for bottles of water and things like that. So,
Yeah.
the GM lounge will be well stocked with water and
Okay.
soft drinks. The special guest lounge will be well stocked. If you're both a GM and a special guest, you have to pick one or the other, though. Don't rate
Yeah.
them both. So, but yeah, we'll be well stocked,
Nice.
and we'll be refilling often.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
all right. I can tell you that I turn into a pumpkin in about 5 minutes.
You got
so.
it, man. You got
Yeah.
it. So,
Mhm.
and then we'll go over Troy over all his new publications coming out for this
Yeah.
year when MD
Mhm.
leaves. So it's all good, man.
Yep.
So what else you want to say in
Appreciate it.
closing there, Ron?
Well, I mean, there's still badges available if you want to come out to Page.
Mhm.
There's tons of special guests. Whether you want to see artists like Jeff D or Chet Minton or Brent Chumley or Chris Arneson, they're all there. There's early creators from the industry, and Frank Menser, Meryl Rasmussen,
Frank's
Alan
easy to
Hammock.
talk to too. Frank is really easy to talk to. He'll talk
Yep.
to anyone.
Yeah, yeah,
As
yep,
long as he's got the time.
yeah. No, and he makes the time, which is
Yeah.
great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you have a lot of your regional folks and a lot of your online folks who create content, like yourself, Jay, and it's an opportunity for you if you've been out there watching a Baron de Rop or watching Jay for all these years, or watching Professor Dungeon Master, or Mike Shea. They're there and they're not like running away and hiding from you. Like,
No.
they're approachable and you can come talk to them, and it's a good ratio, as long it's great in that way that you get to communicate with some of the icons from the industry. I mean, hell, we have Darlene there this year.
That's amazing.
Oh, she's coming too. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Aren't you roomed with her, Anna?
With Darlene?
I think she's your. I think she's your
Oh,
your
I
your
had Heather
bunkmate.
last time. That was great, but I wouldn't mind. Darlene would be awesome.
I
Yep,
think
mhm.
I think Darlene's your bunkmate. Yeah.
Oh, awesome! Wow, then I get a chance to talk to her. That's great. Yep.
Heather
mhm.
Heather is with Kids Johnson this year.
Okay, then you go. Yep.
Yeah.
Me,
I got
never
my
thought.
son, so I
Yep. I
picked
share a
up.
room with
Yeah.
Darlene. Now I can get a chance to talk to her. This is awesome. Yep.
God, now my brain just completely shut off, Ron. Ron,
Mhm.
wow. All right. Darling and Bones. Did anyone sent them information on room arrangements and stuff? Has that
Yeah,
been
they have it.
okay? 'Cause
Yep.
it sent me. She told me the Discord didn't get anything yet, and that was like 2 days ago.
She should have gotten something from Ed within the last 48 hours.
Okay.
Ed sent, and I was copied on everything, so
Right.
I'm sure they got one
All right.
because
Okay.
they're roomed together.
Got it. Good. And if you can just do me
Yeah.
a favor and just follow up with that, that would be great.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna be a lot of fun. So, Ron, I know you got to roll. So,
Yeah, I
of
appreciate the time on
course,
the show. And
of
Troy,
course.
it's always good to see you. And Anna, I think you're one of my favorites. So,
See, thank you. Yep.
yeah,
Well, we'll have we're gonna do. Chuck could not make it because of some awful family situations, but we do have some gift certificates coming. Plus, we're not done. We got another 40 minutes, so we're good. We're still gonna be on
yeah.
talking about other things. So, all right,
All
Ron.
right. All right.
Thanks,
Well,
Ron.
thank you for having me, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of
Yeah.
you in a
Yeah.
couple
See you
weeks.
soon.
Already.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, have
We'll
a good
see
one,
ya.
man. All right, see you
Bye-bye.
soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All righty, let me bring this back up and then let's go to this here. So, okay. All right, so I got my subfolder with a lot of covers here. Troy, let's see what we can bust through here and talk about. Shadow Dark Depths first look, Kickstarter, Curse on a Coastal Town. Well, I have the Curse on a Coastal Town here. Let me bring that on up first. So,
This project, oh man, it's went through so many changes. Originally, I wrote it for GREYHAWK. Then Shadow Dark Depths came along, so to practice, I initially wrote it, converted it to Shadow Dark, and then it Project Creep turned it into an anthology of adventures for Shadow Dark, all with the theme of coastal towns, and a curse, with a protagonist on it. I wrote up a bunch of different scenarios, sent it to Will. Will looked at it, took a meat cleaver to it, and then added some more stuff. Right, team effort. And it's going through edit right now with Artharn. He's making it sound and be coherent and cohesive. So the last thing that'll need to be done is the maps for it. All the art's done for it. So once the maps, I'll get that started right after Page with my cartographer, uh, Andy Duvall. He'll be at Page on Saturday. So if you guys swing by, are catching there, he'll be there. But yeah, then that'll be coming out this first quarter, January, February, March time frame. That's why it's in that block. Each one of those are quarters on the schedule. So
Okay. Along with this, so Shadow Dark Depths. So underwater, man. Whew.
yep, 332 pages of the prototype that I sent to get printed. I'll have a couple copies there for people to look through and whatnot. Again, proof of concept. Like, hey, this isn't just a Kickstarter starting up, and then hopefully it comes through. It's gonna be there in person. Like I said, it's easily 90% done already. There are some things yet to add to it. The naval combat and some additional underwater combat that I want to square away yet to be added to it. It's got 70 some monsters in it now, but I have over 100.
I'm assuming you're converting a lot of those publications of 1E, 2E, 5E ones you've done right over to Shadow Dark, right? A lot of that stuff in Grimoires.
This is all original.
Original. Wow, man. Awesome.
Original stuff.
Fantastic.
From us.
Okay.
Joey Dosel is doing the
Okay.
art. Dan Smith did some of the art for it as well. Yeah, I mean it's like I said, 90% complete product that you're going to see. With the additional art will need to be done. Yeah, this is, like I said, like I said before, I'm nervous because I'm out of my area of expertise, but we'll learn it, we'll figure it out and get it done. But the prototype will be there with all that at Page set up for people to see. You can ask me questions. I am running a lot of games. I think I'm running 5 games at Page, but I will be there, pretty much camped out in our area. So if people have questions, feel free to ask. More than happy to talk about it. For the underwater combat and the naval combat, like I'm looking at, like people looked at me funny or like, because I mentioned Dawn Patrol, and I'm like, well, that's 3D combat, right?
Right. Yeah, it was.
That's what you have underwater, right? Like you don't have just a flat plane, you got everywhere. So I took elements from that, Enemy in Sight, the old Avalon Hill game, and Wooden Ships and Iron Men, along with Of Ship in the Seas,
Yeah, the 2E book. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm still hammering out that, so I didn't have that ready to put into the book for people to see, but it's coming. And I know it'll shrink a little bit, after formatting and, editing and stuff. My descriptions run a little bit longer than normal Shadow Dark descriptions. That is the toughest thing that there is of Shadow Darkifying content and cutting it down to making it short, sweet, and simple. Because at least I feel that it's cutting too much, like you don't have enough description. But I will be sending it to like a copy editor or a line editor or whatnot that would specialize in that to get that taken care of whenever it finishes. And to make sure that it is the best possible product that we can put out for the community.
Excellent. And we got spring, and this is the one. The Leonard Embassy to the Pale. Is that going to be at GaryCon? I know every year you seem to get one.
Yep, that will be at
Thanks,
GaryCon. Del Tiegler did the artwork.
Let me get this. Thanks, Armin. Thank you. Cool.
Del Tiegler did the artwork for that. It's written up. I'm waiting on. I contacted Dyson Logos to do the maps for it. I am waiting to hear back from him, so I need to follow up. But if he doesn't respond here, before too long or whatever, there's not really hard maps, and there isn't that many of them. But
right.
I mentioned it to him, and he kind of gushed about it, and was like, oh, I'd love to do something for Len, and he knew Len too, right? Like
right.
it's.
Yep.
So like if get him to do the maps, with that would make me very happy for that product, and then again, hopefully it gets submitted and try to get Len and Ennie posthumously, like that's been my ultimate goal with doing this stuff,
cool.
For him. So, but that will be available at GaryCon like every other year. And then
good to hear,
there'll be
Troy, because this year our GREYHAWK seminar is in the bar.
Yeah,
they put us in the Pulse nightclub. I was like, Josh is like, we're having problems, we're having conflict. They don't have enough room. They just don't. It's like
it's a good place. I had a seminar there last year, and it works.
Yeah, I was going to the Pulse nightclub, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, sure, dude. So yeah, would love to come back in. Yeah, it's almost loaded.
So there'll be
cool,
physical copies. Lee will have those.
All right. Awesome.
For that event, and then the PDFs will go up on Anna's website and my website for people to download for free.
Nice. And you got this at the Telchuria.
Yep, the Telchuria Gazetteer is with Paul right now. He's finishing up writing some stuff. Still got to do the maps for it, but most of the writing is done for that. It's not all of Telchuria, but it's probably like a third of it, like right above the Sea of Hyperborea area.
Okay.
We took, again, the existing lore that we have and expanded upon it. Some of it also comes from the Domain of the Despotic Giant King.
That's what I was going to say, because there's two other publications.
Because that coast kind of goes up there.
Over. Okay.
On the corner, but I mean, this is mainly all of well, not all, but mainly set in Telchuria. Okay. And I think you guys will like what we came up with. Okay. A lot of fleshing out of an area that has almost nothing described. So we'll see what the critics say.
Well, everyone's a critic, but
and we are looking at GaryCon maybe, or right after GaryCon.
Okay.
Because my design and layout guy is pretty busy during that time. So,
and then,
the Dragon Queen returns. So, those of you that got the 2024 Dungeon Master's Guide, you know that in the chapter 5 for GREYHAWK.
Oh no.
They listed Ayuz, the Temple of Elemental Evil, and Tiamat.
You mean this thing that I have for some reason in my hand right here?
Yeah, I mean, at least you didn't burn it.
That's another story in itself there, Troy. Look.
So basically, Tiamat was listed. Yep.
Both of them. Tiamat was listed, and that's
as perfect. One of the pillars, right, of the 3 main evils, not all the evils.
Yeah.
So there are more stuff out there that you can write about, but I felt like I had an idea. It was in my list of projects, possible projects that came out of the DMG and what they wrote whenever we were doing the revised Gazetteer, which is creeping its way to Mithril, by the way, on DM's Guild.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I get feedback. I
awesome,
get
man.
people contacting me about that one. So yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, you know, in my humble opinion, we did it right.
So you got Dragon here. Len always had Tiamat and Bahamut as powers in his Greyhawk.
Yep. Yep.
Len
Me
had
too.
them as like almost major
They're
gods.
part of his pantheon.
Yep.
Yes.
That's what I have too. Yeah, and I talked to Len about it, and I
Yep.
love it. So I promoted them even more after talking to him.
Hold on one second. I may be able to bring that up real quick if I can find it. But yeah, so that's really cool, man. That artwork's awesome. Who did that artwork, if I may ask?
Joey Dosel did the artwork, and
Cool.
then Chris Schaefer did the coloring. The coloring is all hand pencil, not digital. So he did a really good job. What I love, if you scroll down a little bit, is the little guard, and right beside the little guard is
here.
the little
Shrine.
Shrine to Tiamat. I thought
cool,
that
man.
was just a really nice touch. But there are two versions of this cover. You guys can give me feedback, or your viewers. The title and the one version is up, but it's across the heads.
No,
and
I
then
like
this
it there.
version, yeah, we moved it down
Yeah,
so that
no.
way you could see better. So that's what I chose, but you know, like
Yeah.
it's
No, I agree.
half a dozen one, 6 in the other. But this is being worked on. I have a really good story. I did a lot of research. I had people within the community help me with some questions that I had and what I proposed to them. So the outline is done. There's some flesh on that skeleton. A lot more work still needs to be done, but that'll be focused after Page.
Yeah, Dark Elf. So I found it. I'm gonna bring these up. These are not. I'm not sending these out to anyone. But here we go. Here's with Aquaman. There you go. That's from Len. All right, Lesser Aquaman, Bahamut, Tiamat. There you go. And just to show you that this is part of another piece.
Yep.
Yeah. So this goes back to Len sharing this stuff with us on a show years ago, probably 5 years ago now. We have all that information for the deities, and he, you know, right there, Tiamat. So it's like I said, anything Len did is I consider like Greyhawk legendary canon. You know what I mean? So have at it, man. Definitely great idea.
I know at Page we're running 52 hours of Shadow Dark, but I still do Greyhawk content as well, right?
Shadow Dark's hot now, man. I don't blame
and
you.
we have more stuff that we're not ready to announce yet, but you'll all be surprised, hopefully, in a good way.
That's a wonderful thing. Here's Tomb of the Umbral King cover.
Yep, this is an adventure just like the Waterfall Cave that I put out for free for Shadow Dark. It had 2 levels, art with Joey Dosel and some Dean Spencer stock art was in it. That's Joey Dosel. He did the cover. I did that layout.
Yeah, very nice.
For that. But again, this will be another anthology for Shadow Dark. And it's covering the Western Reaches map that is just southwest of where zine number 2 is at. So I took that big area and came up with a bunch of different adventures for that and the map. So that'll be another project that I'll be working on because I don't have enough stuff to do.
Yeah.
I got to get better at that, but I'm managing like 7 or 8 projects at one time. And whenever one falls off, I seem to adopt like another 1 or 2, or at least put it on the whiteboard. And it's like, okay, this is something that needs to get done. But I think everybody will like this stuff. I hope. I got feedback on the waterfall cave. Whenever I put it out, I converted it. It was originally in. This is a funny full loop. It was originally in Curse on a Coastal Town, but Will cut it because it was inland with a waterfall cave, right? So he cut it, so I turned it into a free product, you know, because I mean I did the maps on it and it was done.
Perfect.
So I was like, well, we ain't gonna let this go to waste, so we just put it out for free. But I received feedback on that because it was a conversion from. It was originally written for GREYHAWK, and I converted it over to Shadow Dark. And I missed a few things, and a nice person provided that critique on it, and I took those comments and did all the corrections, and then re-released it in the latest newsletter that I put out at the beginning of the year with another free download of revision 1. So that fixed all that stuff that was commented on, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that.
Seems like you're gonna be in a roll for 2026, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and then like I said earlier, right, like depending on what the Kickstarter does and how that could potentially change the schedule, because no plan survives contact with the enemy. So we'll see. And that's why I left the rest the fall open, really, because I didn't want to get too far ahead of myself. The schedule will solidify after Page and after the Kickstarter. So, but that's what we got going on, at least right now, that I want to release.
Let me see if I got your site up here. Thought I did. Jeez. See, multitasking while streaming is not a good thing sometimes here, because I got too much going on here. I don't want to crash the stream. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So, cannibalpublishing.com, everyone. I want to say a personal thank you. If you go to Adventure Modules, my Free City of Altamira teaser that Troy did so much work on, along with Lee and Norker and all, it's all here for. If you don't have a copy yet, you can download it for free right here. Okay, so Troy, thank you for keeping that up. I really appreciate it. You got the Armor Qualish here, and these are all free downloads, everyone. You got the Ocean's Bounty, and here are the ones that Troy was talking about. The Domain of the Despotic Giant King. That is going to have a little bit of it in the Telchuria. Gulf of Gyar is another area that is written up for GREYHAWK outside of the main Flannesh map. And Brian Castle here. Coming soon. Oh, this is coming soon. That one's coming soon. Sorry. So,
yeah, that's an adventure that I was originally writing again for GREYHAWK, but then that stuff changed. That'll be for Shadow Dark. But it's basically the big bad is a powerful Merid, and what he's going to do to a coastal community, and you got to stop him.
Very cool.
Good luck.
I hate to ask this question. Does Kelsey have like a Darlene map yet for Shadow Dark, or is that world is not set?
She has the different adventure maps that are in the different zines.
Okay.
They do have. She does have a Western Reaches map, which is part of this second Kickstarter. Which
yeah,
is
they did
getting ready
like a
to
year
fulfill.
ago, last year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. There's I got to see an early copy of it, rough sketch. So that's what I based everything on. I will have a 24 by 36 poster map of the Western Reaches, but it's going to be, I'm covering all the ocean area.
Okay.
So,
with
and
your
that'll
verse.
be there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. That'll be there with Shadow Dark Depths. That'll be on display, along with some other ocean topography maps as well.
Yo, what's up, Naz? So, what Give me one thing everyone's really excited about for Page in closing. Like, what's like the number one thing that you're like, wow, I can't wait. Anna, what about you?
Well, the usual is to meet everybody. That's
Right.
the
Okay.
hang out with awesome folks. That's always
Yeah.
number one when it comes to conventions for me.
Yeah.
And after that, it will be listening to seminars, both having my seminar, but also going to seminars. That's like, and then running my games. But that's kind of third place for me because but it's definitely something I enjoy more and more. So soon I might be even more
So,
happy
Mike,
to run games, so to speak. And that's what I'm working on right now is to prep my game sessions. So I'm having updated character sheets. There will be new rules postings coming and stuff like that. So because there's a new version of Hawk that I will run. This will be the premiere, so we'll see how well it works when you start screwing
Arminist,
around.
you have a hex-based overlay for your Darlene map, correct?
For mine, yeah, there's
Yeah.
the old version, there's a hex version, and also download the new GIS version because they come with double grid. So you have
There you go,
there you
Armin.
have grid for one for distance and one for finding things. So that can work, but it's
Yeah.
not hex based. So yeah.
What about you, Troy? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking at kind of like what Anna said, getting to see all the different people. I've gotten to see a few people multiple times, like at Pittsburgh Gaming Expo, at Page, other events that I've been to. Last Page, they were offered a lot of advice that to me that I took and followed. Even the advice that Mike Shea gave and did at your virtual GREYHAWK con for our publishing seminar that we had. And it's worked. Like they recommended books. I got the books, read the books, followed their advice, created basically a plan, and I'm gonna in between running games and doing everything else, try to meet up with them and talk to them again. The seminars were really good, even though it was hard to hear in some of them, like Anna pointed out, but this year it should be taken care of. But I focused on going to the seminars. I always like that, getting to talk to the old guard and experienced people to learn from them before you miss that opportunity.
Yep.
So the biggest thing I would want to stress is if you can get out to a con to meet these people, if you love this industry, do it. Get out and go see them before you can't. I already screwed up twice. So
look, we've all
yeah.
Yeah, my Scott Benny is my number one man. I wish I had him on. I understand 100% that there's people that are we knew Len was going to pass. We knew it, right? And
Oh
we
yeah,
just knew it just was like, oh,
yeah.
he's hanging in there, and then that one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Night after he was on the channel, boom, and then
yeah. It's surprised that he came that quickly after we talked to him, but we knew he was really ill.
It's
so
sad, and it's it's happening more and more and more. And,
but Len, it was wonderful that we could keep him another couple of years because he had that cancer scare earlier on that he recovered from. So yeah.
So so for me, it's going to be walking around without an effing cane like I did last year at Page, okay?
Yeah.
I could barely get around last year. I was so pumped up on painkillers. Now with both hips replaced, and I'm only limping a little bit. So just being able to get around a lot better this year, and seeing all the new faces and having a lot of fun with it. It's gonna be a blast, and just looking forward to only positive things in 2026.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Draga, here about QGIS. We talk about that because I have some tips on getting it to work better.
Friday night discussion for Anna on how to have that crash. You need about what 256 gigs of RAM.
Oh yeah, you need lots of it. But there are some tips. I found some workarounds to speed up QGIS. So yep.
So Any other questions from the audience? We can answer some page questions, some concoction questions.
Yep.
Troy can answer some stuff that he's publishing.
Yep.
If anyone else has any other questions,
I will have a 2-hour seminar, so they will duck for cover after about 45 minutes, and we'll see. So there will be like 90 slides or something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, it's all out of stock. Jagger, your best
Oh,
bet.
yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they should buy a new computer.
Yeah,
So,
but also
yeah.
there are some workarounds for some of that. I fixed some of my issues that I had. Yeah.
How much RAM do you have on that laptop, Anna?
96.
That's
And 10 terabytes of SSD.
That's so nuts.
Yeah.
So,
and a 5070 GPU. Yeah.
I'll be back later in the year for 2027. There you go. That's what I like to hear. So, yeah,
That's awesome.
Lots of fun stuff. So, Troy, thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it. I know we got some time. We'll do some shout outs here. I know. It's insane, Jeff, isn't it? It's Sparkle. It's insane the amount of power. But like, there's ways, there's ways to get a reasonable machine still, which have a lot of RAM on them. You just got to know where to look. Especially on refurbs and scratch and dents. You can get some really great deals. So, yeah, it's going to be a real fun thing.
I have a couple of terabyte all in RAM in this room right now. So
crazy. You're lucky your place doesn't like go nuclear. So
it heats up well in the winter, so to speak. The rest of the house is cold, but this room is nice and toasty.
Yeah. Any questions? Last call. It's nice for Ron to come on. I know he has a lot going on. I was glad to see him. Sorry he's feeling under the weather. A lot of people are feeling under the weather. I don't want to get sick before. If I get the crud for a couple days afterwards, that's fine.
That's normal. Yeah, as long as I get home. As long as I get home before I get sick, I'm fine. Yeah.
So and then we'll have some details on. Said I am not streaming at Page, everyone. So but I'm going to stream. We're going to have it down the basement Wednesday night before. Something, whether we're just hanging out down there like we did last year, or whether we are having a game with whoever shows up. We'll see. We'll talk about that coming up by the end of next weekend. We'll know. So
yeah.
All righty. Troy, anything else you want to shout out to discuss?
Just if you can and you're in the area, get a ticket. Go to Page.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it is the best con to go to for the amount of special guests that are there and the availability to ask them questions, interact with them, the amount of access that you have to the talent. It is unmatched at any other convention.
Yes, there's more guests per convention goer.
Way more than any other
con. Well, and it's better than GaryCon in that respect, and also way better than the really big ones and Gen Con and stuff. Because
they are all willing to talk to you, like Ron said and Jay said. Like Frank, at every Page, because I was there from 1, 2, and 3 here coming up. He just walks around, and if he sees somebody just sitting there at a table and there's a spot, he'll sit down and just start talking to you, right? Like. And that's a lot of them, so that's what I would say is definitely go if you can go.
Yeah. And here's some things. Number 1, the airport is south of Philly. You don't have to go into the city. 2, the airport, go right up the Blue Route up to 422 and you're right in Oaks. So you never go into the city for this con. All right. So you bypass. You're not having to worry about going to the convention center in Philadelphia and having to deal with any issues there like you do at PAX Unplugged. So, parking in a parking garage and having to go through some encampments and things like that. You don't have to worry about that for this con. And it's really nicely placed. It's out of the way. There's some decent restaurants around. The bar's packed of all sorts of crazy people at night at the Hilton, including all the women and men who are into the dice trading, and it's insane, right? You see that Troy, they're out there like, what the hell? So I'm trying
to break out these where you think it's tackle boxes and they pop it open and it's full of different kinds of dice from different ages and years and manufacturers, and they start, grading them and trading and
grading them right there. They'll grade them right there. So,
or running games right there in the lobby of the hotel with the bar and stuff. So
absolutely. You also like so it's Amanda and Jared, the husband and wife, the young, she's young and she's part of the staff, and Jared's in 2 of my games because he's just hysterical. But they're like, I'm trying to find my original dice. Through all my storage bins, I've been looking for my original dice from my Holmes Basic box set, and I haven't come across them yet. But I want to take them there. I want to say, how much are these worth? But I haven't found them yet. So, but I know I have them somewhere. But yeah,
Yep.
it's some fun things. Some fun. You get to meet a lot of interesting people. You really do. You really will, and that's a great thing about it. So very cool. For me, hopefully, this is a great kickoff to 2026. It's going to be a busy, busy year, extremely busy. Knowing, Anna, you're on a Friday night, right?
Yep, that's the plan. Yep.
Okay. So we're going to have Legends of Nor Wednesday. We don't have a topic. We've been ahead
Exactly.
on topics. We need to get a
Yeah.
topic. Because we did From the Ashes 2 weeks ago.
Yep. We've done a bunch of classics. I think we almost run out of classics because the next one in line when it comes to big setting books would be the Living Greyhawk Gazetteer.
No,
and we talked about the Mark
Moore's already though.
Exactly. We done a bunch of them, so we need to come up with something. So yep.
Yeah. Wizards.
Yeah.
Mike, that may be a good idea.
Yeah.
Wizards and spellcasters of Greyhawk. Mike, I can make that work. That sounds good.
We can
See how easy that was?
we can do that. Yeah.
So Tuesday night. So I got streams Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Saturday morning this week. I got Jaden King, who's a huge D&D and a castle guy for 5e, doing a lot as a professional DM, and he's like, I met him on Threads, and he's like, dude, I've been watching your stuff for like 6 years. I want me some Greyhawk. I'm like, all right, I'm going to put you in the game this Saturday. So we're going to session 0 him on Tuesday, and Myriad and Bella are going to join us. They're regulars in the campaign now, and for some assistance. And just like anyone, once you have a character in, you're good. So it'll be nice to have him in. I think he's going to be a really great player. And we're going to talk about, we're going to do some witch stuff, witches and barbarians. So Rob, sit tight. I'll be getting to you coming up on that. And that's Tuesday. And then the rest of the week is not in bannered yet, but just to give you an idea what's going on. All right. I still owe Michael Z codes for the giveaways on yesterday, but let's do this. 2 $25 gift certificates to Troller Games. Chuck apologizes for not being able to be on. He is, unfortunately, had some really serious issues. So we'll chat soon. Darling just responded to me on something. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's do that, and then we'll get you all out of here. One more football game in the regular season going on right now, too. A big one. But other than that, man, what? Too much going on. All right, let me go to the right place here. Brain is shuttle. I can't believe I gotta go back to work tomorrow. I'm not ready. I'm not freaking ready. All right, last call, exclamation point, drawing to get in. If you want to get in on this, I will cut these out to you like within 15 minutes of the stream ending. All right, I have them. I absolutely have them. All right. Yeah. All right, there you go, Curtis. You got in. I guess we're gonna rein in the Darling. Take a look. Anyone else? Rated into Darling because Darling will go into Marquee afterwards, so that'll work. That'll work. Let me just double check something here. Okay. All right, here we go. Closing it out. Let's see who wins. There's no freaking way. That was rigged, man. What the hell? And Jeremy Ashler, wow, what a rig job that was. Holy schmolies.
I thought family and relatives can't win. He's
yeah,
a Winchester,
exactly.
Right?
That's the
He's a fake Winchester. Fritz is right. Fritz is
that's double then. 2 strikes against him.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So yeah, he and Brett created brand new Coldwell characters yesterday, and they both, man, it was almost, like I said, I almost TPK'd the party, but that was a blast. All right, I'll get those right out to you guys via Discord. And from Troy, Ron, Ever Mysterious Tim, Anna, thanks. What a great first Gabbin
Oh,
of the
thank
year.
you, and we have to
Of
thank Ron.
course.
Yep.
Of course.
Again for running such an awesome convention and
Looking
get
forward
us
to
all together. Yep.
looking forward to all the fun things that are going on in
Mm-hmm.
2026. It's going to be a little overwhelming, but that's the way it's got to be. Anna and I are actually have for the first time in my life, Anna and I have NDAs now, so which is awesome.
Well,
or
it's
is it
not the
awesome?
first time in my life I
First
have an
time for
NDA.
me.
That's
Yeah,
oh god,
so-
I have so many NDAs.
Yeah, so I gotta
could-
keep my
yeah.
mouth shut. So
Yeah.
but it's really it's some fun stuff, but it's really the pressure's on. The pressure's on.
Yeah.
Troy's the same thing. The pressure's on, man.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the
And I-
club.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish you guys the best of luck.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I can say it's the second Wizard of the Coast NDA I have. Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
Anna, you should have said that. Oh, are you allowed
Yep.
to say that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm allowed to say that I'm not allowed to say anything.
Okay. All right. Ah, yes. Great.
But no, it'll be great to see you guys there.
Thanks. Yeah, we're
Um,
gonna have fun.
Yeah, I mean, I know Ron's already gone, but like you should have mentioned about the stable of people that are going to be in your area and running games, right?
Yeah.
Because you have Carlos, Tony Winslow Brill, right?
Jared,
You,
I think Eric Boyd,
yep.
Darling
you-
Bones, Tim.
The
Who am I missing?
GREYHAWK community area is
Yeah.
hosting a lot of people for that community. So
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. Just like I said, Troy, my brain is in a thousand
I
different
know.
directions.
I'm
and
helping
this-
you out.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we have our own area. We have our own GREYHAWK area. It's going to be fun. And we're going to have a lot of people there. And my guess is for like Jeff, I requested extra tables. So if we have 5 full table, I don't think we're going to have 5 on at the same time. We may have open gaming areas for those people who are running GREYHAWK stuff. So Jeff, you're more than welcome to come in and run open there. And because we may have some overflow, for people who want to get in games, because there's just always someone who's like, oh wow, can I jump in on this? And the answer to that is you can't. But here, maybe we'll have something else running, and there'll be a lot. Yeah, so yeah, especially on Saturday, Jeff. So talk to me about that over. Yeah, cool, good, fantastic. If you got 10 stuff you want to run, sit down, put it up there in an open table in that section, Jeff. You're more than welcome to. And anyone else who's going. So. All right, we'll see you all Tuesday night at 8.
Yep.
8 o'clock Tuesday night, and it'll be a session 0, and then 7 o'clock Wednesday for Legends Lore, me, Anna, and Mike, and then normal game on Thursday. I'm gonna hit the wrong button here probably. So maybe hit the raid button. I don't know if this is with. Or if that's over, let me take a look. If that's with Eric Mona or not. Oh, Eric Mona's coming too. Holy shit, I forgot to mention him.
yeah.
Oh my God. That's the crazy stuff, man.
Sorry, you were focused on everybody that was on the show and not your own stuff going on at Page. I was
Appreciate
just
that.
trying to remind you.
Well, thank you so very much. I'm like, what the hell? But Eric is going to be there too, and he's playing my game, and I'm playing in his on Friday. So that's going to be a long day. Oh, it's our affiliate anniversary. All right, say hi to Darling, everyone, and hope you had a happy New Year. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chat soon. So over.